all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, today I'm going to talk to you about SMCI or Supermicro. And there's a lot of buzz around this company. The share price is going through the roof. And one of our subscribers said, Raj, why don't you make a video on SMCI? I thought, yes, why not? I need to know more about SMCI. We have started AI coverage, and not doing SMCI would be a big omission. So with that in mind, let's get started. Welcome back. Supermicro computers brings back memories from my early days when I was just in school. At that time, we had PCs, and those PCs were very expensive, and they were manufactured by some companies, a couple of companies, and you had a little bit of wait to buy them. You had to place order standard models, and you'd get them after a period of time. It came with warranties and all that stuff, and you treated it like it was God, put it on a pedestal, and use it limited in an air-conditioned room, and so on and so forth. But since then, things have changed. By the time I've finished my MBA, which was in the late 80s, we had a proliferation of what is called as gray market. Gray market is a term used to define a collective of individual vendors who could assemble computers and give you a computer to spec. So what they used to do was, they used to ask you what kind of a computer you want and what is the budget that you have. And based on your budget, they would make a computer for you, meeting more or less the parameters that you're looking for. And in order to do that, they would buy a motherboard from somebody, they would buy a hard disk from somebody, they would buy a chassis from somebody, they would buy memory from someone else, they would buy a keyboard from someone else, they would buy a monitor from someone else, and then put them all together. And sometimes they'll give you old monitors if your budget was very tight, sometimes they'll give you old keyboards if your budget was tight. And they would also repair that for you for a small fee. And it was way cheaper than what you would get from the established companies, which were selling fixed models where the menu was fixed and you couldn't negotiate anything. So how did we reach that stage? We reached that stage because the computer technology started becoming more modular. It started becoming more powerful. From ENIAC, which was the first computer, which occupied a huge warehouse and which needed so much of electricity and cooling, but had less power than what we have in our smartphone these days. We moved all the way from there to a laptop computer, to smartphones, and this journey has incorporated two aspects. One is increasing the power, increasing the efficiency and reducing the power consumption. And the second thing is modularization and miniaturization. These were two themes that were inherent in the evolution of computing technology. As a result of which, all the engineers who worked assembling computers in these big companies went on their own, and they decided to source parts from various places, assemble them, and sell it to us. Now we have situation as recently as 3 years ago. I was on a website and I wanted to make my own computer, so it had a menu-driven interface which would guide you into buying your parts and making sure that you have all the parts you need to have a functioning computer. And it would start off by asking you what kind of a form factor you want, and once you decide the form factor, it will ask you what microprocessor you want. Once you've decided the microprocessor, then it will show you only those motherboards which are compatible with the form factor and the microprocessor that you have selected. And then it will give you options about memory, how much memory you want, so on and so forth. And once you have ticked all those options, you have selected the options, then it will say, do you want us to assemble this for you, or you just want us to send the kit to you? So if you select just to have the kit, it will come to your home, you can put it all together and it will work. If you decided to get it assembled by them, then they would offer you warranty. If you want a warranty, they charge a little extra for assembly, a little extra for warranty. Assemble it and send it to your home. You can open the package, install it, and get started working. It's as simple as that, as compared to the huge ceremony that was involved in installing the first computers, the initial computers. You needed to have a dust-free room, and it had to be air-conditioned, and you had to put some leveling mechanism so that it was all stable and whatnot. All those ceremonies were gone. Why am I telling you all this story? I'm telling you this story because SMCI was one of those companies which was supplying motherboards. It was supplying components which can be used to assemble a computer. Since then, SMCI has come a long way. And I'll give you a very, very brief history of SMCI. In 1993, Charles Lang laid the foundation of Supermicro, a company that is based in California. And one of the main aspects that I like about this company is that it's focused on being environmentally conscious. It's focused on being energy efficient, and it's also focused and proud of manufacturing everything within the United States. Now, these are the factors which make it future proof going forward, because what do the consumers and governments and everybody in general want from a company? They want the company to be eco-friendly, they want the company to be energy efficient and have that in their ethos. And the last one, which is manufacturing the United States, it's a bit counterintuitive. You might think that, what if we got it manufactured at a low cost jurisdiction, then the product could be cheaper. But if you look at the problems that various tech companies have of late, the ones that have got a long supply chain, that is because of geopolitical tensions. The Houthis opened fire on ships in the Red Sea, so extra 40 days have been added. All those kinds of unpredictable geopolitical issues happen. And then you will say, Raj, but NVIDIA has got the same problem. So how will Supermicro succeed? So to explain all that, first I want to take you to the website. I'll show you the range of products and services, and then I'll explain to you why I think Supermicro is future-proof and why I think the premium that it is getting is justified. However, I would like to add a caveat out there. I would say that it's justified in comparison to other companies of its ilk also getting that kind of premium. But if you look at it purely from the point of view of its balance sheet and income statement, I think that it's overvalued. Okay, so having said that, let me take you to the website. Here we are in the website of Supermicro, and you can see all these racks, the kind that you saw in NVIDIA. But first I want to go into their products section. And in products, they have got rack mount servers for multiple processors, GPU servers with up to 8 GPU lines, twin servers, blade servers, storage servers. So this spans everything that we are currently using to things that we are going to be using in the future, and which we have started using already. Now, if you go into the building blocks section, this shows how they can dispense individual components, and they are also into networking for 5G as well, and they are into embedded and telecom systems, and they also are into workstations and gaming. So these are all the range of services they are providing. And now, if we go to the solutions, right, this is where the magic is. If you look at all infrastructure, you can see that they are not only working with NVIDIA, but also with Intel and AMD in order to create AI storage, edge AI, AI supercluster, and AI supercomputing. And they have other solutions as well, plug and play HPC clusters, data management, data analytics, cloud and virtualization, which again is a very hot area. 5G, IoT and edge computing, again another hot area, hyperscale infrastructure. So this company has got a whole range of services and products. Now what makes this company special is that it has got tremendous amount of experience integrating systems from different manufacturers, putting them together and making it function and deliver a particular configuration, deliver a particular performance level, and to optimize performances. The collective knowledge in Supermicro is across various platforms, manufacturers, and components. And that is a very important aspect. Now, how do we become future-proof, and how geopolitical aspects can be minimized for SMCI? Is that if NVIDIA tomorrow has problem due to Taiwan-related issues and that geopolitical spread, we have Supermicro already working with Intel and AMD. Right? And over and above that, they have the capability to integrate various parts in order to get configuration and performance out of systems. And as a result of which, they would be in the best position to optimize based on available components in order to deliver as close or better parameters of performance as requested by the clients. I'll give you a recent example. If you recollect, during the COVID period, there was this supply chain blockade, and we had a situation where Tesla decided that they are going to try to work around the semiconductor shortage, the chip shortage, and they were still able to meet their delivery and production targets. So that was amazing, wasn't it? I think SMCI is capable of doing something like that in the event that there was a chip shortage or GPU issues due to geopolitical problems, because they are used to working with components from different suppliers in order to make them work together and to deliver a solution. So that's why I think SMCI is going to be able to ride on the market share that Intel is going to be create in future. The US government is pouring a lot of money into Intel, and Intel is definitely going to make a foray into AI and make a name for itself. So will AMD. They are very, very serious competitors. And when they start increasing their market share, it's only going to strengthen SMCI, because SMCI is now going to not only have NVIDIA, but it's also going to have Intel and AMD components, which will have a market share, a part of which it can aim for. And making them all work together gives it another unique opportunity where it can work with clients who have got different components in order that they do not become dependent on one supplier. So that's another place where SMCI will be able to leverage its institutional knowledge of being able to bring together disparate parts from different manufacturers and make them work together and deliver superlative performance. So friends, I am thinking that SMCI has got all the right ingredients. It has got a good DNA. It's going to do very well. And I think that the future that NVIDIA has visualized for our world in the omniverse, where everything will be created first and then manifest in the physical world, in that kind of an environment, I think SMCI is going to thrive. So friends, that's my personal opinion. Of course, this is not financial advice, so don't go out there and start buying SMCI right now. Please do your own due diligence. And there are a few other companies that I want to cover. I'm going to start working on them. Well, friends, I might be a bit slow in the uptake right now because we just started AI and I was kind of starstruck by NVIDIA. But slowly I'm going to start looking at other companies as well. I'll bring you more videos out here. And I've also changed the format of daily update, and I'm going to experiment on that. I would like you guys to give me some feedback on what you would like to see in the daily update that I release after the market. And I'll try to release it as soon after the market as possible and be more consistent with it. But please have a look at my daily update and give me some feedback in the comment section so that I can improve it for you. And that's something I enjoy doing. And I really like your feedback. Thanks and have a great day. I'll catch up with you again in the next video. Bye for now.